The answer to 1776 is to abolish the Act of 1871 for your freedoms.
Hello YouTube. Some of y'all seen a video that I made last night about HAARP, and the video had to be taken down because of Crybaby. But now I want to show you something, okay? And when I show you this, you see all these little buildings in here, right? See all these little buildings right here? Each one of them have 6 amplifiers for 6 different antennas. Okay. Last night I didn't tell you exact about this or that, mainly because I didn't have all the stuff in front of me. Well, I've been looking for a long time because I've been wanting this photo so I could show y'all and put it up so I could actually prove it to you, and today I found it. And I'm going to show it to you now. And here you go. This is the inside of the HAARP amplifier. One amplifier. Each one has one amplifier for each antenna. This is just one. Okay. Now, you see what all it says? That's the tuning grid. Now these right here is going to be a little different. I'm going to show you another one here in a minute too. These are tunable. They're probably motor driven to keep the impedance absolutely correct, if any of you understand what I just said. And these are chimneys. These tubes are very big. This is all big. You just can't tell it from the picture. These are motor driven, as far as I can tell and as far as I can see. I can't see it real well, but I'm pretty sure that's what they are. Now down here is the actual tube. Okay, that's most likely just the top part of the tube, and it's down inside. Which, now don't get all disappointed about that. Last night I told y'all that it was a CX 14,000. I'm sorry. I apologize. I hadn't seen it in a very long time. It's been 2 years since I've done a video like this, and it got taken down. We talked about that last night. But I just want to make it perfectly clear that I do know what I'm talking about. So this is a 4CX 10,000. Okay. Now this information is right here. Okay. We can click on this. I will click on these and open them up. I just want you to see all of these photos. Let you know that I'm not telling you a lie. There's the amplifier. There's the inside of one of those boxes. There's an amp there, one there, and one there. There's one there, and one there. I said 6, correct? Okay. Now, well, this is just showing you 2 of them. Okay. One of them showing you plate current and grid current. Okay. And I was right about those things being motorized. They're all electronic. They are. It doesn't have no tuning knobs on it, so they're automatic. Probably set up with the inside computer unit. Okay, and again, here's the photo. All right, let's go back to my web page. All right, now we found all of this. Okay, now here is the PDF on the tube. This is what the tube looks like. This was the part that you were seeing a minute ago where the chimney was sitting on top. This part right here is all air cooled. It's got little vents in it, which you'll probably see here in a minute on the thing. The most important thing is what I want to show you is right here. One tube, 12,000 watts. Did you hear me? 12,000 watts. Okay. It's 4 watts, 7.5 volts. That's the plate voltage. The filament voltage. Okay. Now, let's see what the plate voltage is. Let's see. Okay, plate voltage. DC voltage. 7,500 volts. Okay? Now, 7,500 volts plate voltage is not that much. I mean, it's a pretty good amount. And it's 4 amps. Okay? 4 amps. Now, we're talking about 2, so that will be 8 amps. Okay? That's all. 1 amplifier, 8 amps. Okay? For 2. Now, I'm going to tell you right now that I wouldn't run it on just that much. I'm sure it's pulling a lot more than that. But we're going to go with what the specs say. I ain't going by nothing else. When you do a couple of more formulas, you'll figure out that it'll take a little bit more, I'd say, depending on everything. It just depends. I don't want to get that technical. Alright, this is the top of the amplifier. You see all them little louvers in there? Them are all see-through. That's air-cooled. Air blows through from the bottom to the top up through the chimney to get the heat off of this to keep it from melting or burning up. To cool this area right here. This heat sink is what that is a heat sink. And air is locked in from here down on both sides, and a big fan blows through there at so many RPMs to keep that cool, which there's a formula for that, and you can figure it out, and you can do that as well. Okay, now we're past that. Here's another one that you can look at if you didn't believe the other one. Okay, there's 2 of them for you. Now here's all the other information that I was telling you about. Okay, right here. Now, the big part of it is this. This is an amplifier that I built, okay? For you ones that are so rude and intelligent, and you got all kinds of formulas, and you know how much diesel fuel it takes. Really? I just told you how many amps they're pulling. Really? You want to back up on that shit again, boy? Okay, sorry about that. I had to say that. And now here you go. Here's just the power supply to the amplifier. Okay, and which this one was too small. This is a full wave bridge right here, but it wasn't big enough. I mean, it's a half wave. Sorry, I needed a full wave bridge, and the transformer was only 1 amp, and I needed a 2. I'll explain that to you when we get further down here, which it does have a 2 amp now. Now, as you see, here's a tube. Mine are glass. There's a 3 CX 500s. They're 500 watt tubes. That's all. They will do about 800 if you look up the specs. They'll do about 800. That's about what they're standardized at. And you see, here's the socket right here, and here's the socket, and here's the socket. There's actually 4 in my amplifier. Okay. Now, the one amplifier that you seen a while ago with this part right here in the center of the photo, you've seen these things here. Okay. But they were motorized. Mine are manual. Okay. Mine's all manual. This is going to be variable. It's called a variable inductor. I haven't done it yet. I haven't had time, and I hadn't. Basically, I've been fighting for freedom. I ain't got time for radio right now. And this is my amplifier. I built it in case. I built it so it could be changed, moved around. Sorry about the interruption, folks. I don't know exactly where we left off, but anyway, here's 2 tubes. Got a cooling fan here and one here. The amplifier is big enough for the power supply to be inside. I have not done that yet either. Don't know that I want to do that, because when I do that, the power supply is kind of heavy, and that will make that box, because it's a fairly large box. it'll make it pretty heavy. And it's already got 2 transformers in it already to run the filament voltage, which is 5 volts. And each one, or I need a, well, you don't need to know all that. It's ridiculous. But anyway, you see my amplifier. This is what it looks like, and I got a variable here for plate, and right here is going to be the variable inductor that changes the band, stroke, or the frequency. Let's say frequency so you understand. So it changes the frequency from 6 meters to 160 meters. I know you don't understand that either, but let's just say from 50 megahertz to 160 megahertz. Okay, or not that one. Yeah, that's what it would be, 160 megahertz. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Now, this is the video that was in question that I put up last night, and all the stuff that created this. It got 1,589 views, okay? And then you see the photo right here, and you see the name, crying like a baby, because he's a liar, a cheat, and a fraud. I told you I know what I'm talking about. Now you can believe me. I'm going to show and add a little clip in here of this particular amplifier after it was finished. This was me building it. It's not done here in this photo. I will show you another photo, or I won't show you another. I'll show you a photo of it in action, okay, with all 4 tubes. So with that, people, y'all have a great day. Much love to y'all, and for you crybabies out there, the next time you say I don't know what I'm talking about, go jump off a river somewhere, because nobody wants to believe you.
The answer to 1776 is to abolish the Act of 1871 for your freedom.